Good afternoon and welcome to Nora's Dog Training Company. We're here this afternoon with little Molly and Brandy, and what we're going to be demonstrating for you today on video is Molly's ability to understand and respond to her on-leash obedience commands. The correction and lots of motivation that we give the puppies when we're working with them, and the training equipment that we're using. Brandy is using a regular 6-foot web training leash, and she keeps the bulk of the leash folded neatly in her right hand. That leaves her left hand free to give any correction that's needed, and the only correction that we ever give here at school is a little tug and release on the training collar, and that is the second piece of equipment that we're using. Rich will be bringing home several different training collars, and we're going to offer you options as far as training equipment when she comes home. Now, she is sitting very nicely at Brandy's left, which is where all of our obedience training is done. And the first exercise that we're going to demonstrate for you is heeling. Heeling is proper leash walking, and the command is Molly heel. Now, at this point, Molly has a job to do, and that is to maintain pace with you when walking and to sit automatically every time that you stop your feet. So if you're stopping to cross traffic, you're stopping to talk to a neighbor, she should be sitting very nicely at your left without being told to wait for her next command. And this makes walking your dog a pleasure. You're not being dragged down the street. She's not pulling out to the end of the leash and gagging herself, but she's walking like a lady. And each time that you stop, she sits very nicely. Now, the next command that we're going to demonstrate is the sit-stay. The stay is a hand and a voice command, and because it is a stationary exercise, it is a one-word command to stay. The long sit-stay can be practiced indoors as well as outdoors, and it helps to develop self-control and focus. When Brandy returns back to her, she quickly walks all the way around her, ending up back where they started. She stops at heel position, and then she gives her another command. So every time you return to Molly's shoulders, she expects to hear what you want her to do next. She's a very smart little girl. She's got a ton of attitude, but she's very, very bright. And as you can see, she's doing a great job of demonstrating her commands. Good job. Brandy's going to leave her in another sit-stay. And the goal here is to be able to lengthen out this sit-stay to 3 minutes. This time, instead of returning all the way back to her, Brandy's going to demonstrate the come-on command. It's Molly come, and she comes right in and sits, and she gets praised for a good job. She's got her little tail up and wagging. She likes the one-on-one attention. It's a great way to expend energy with her. If she's having a bad day or a bad evening, put your leash on her right in the house and practice your obedience. Put your video on and practice, and that makes her use her thinking cap. Makes her think, and it tires her. It's not that it's so physical, it's mental. Brandy then uses her name, she lightens her tone of voice, and she brings her right in to a nice sit in front. And that eliminates your dog coming and jumping all over you. You always want her to come and sit for praise, not jump. And teaching her to come and sit for that praise that she's wanting makes it a lot easier when she's greeting guests. Now, the next command that we're going to demonstrate for you is the down from a heel position. So with the dog seated at your left, you take your left open palm, push it straight down toward the ground, and give the one-word command to down and stay. Now, you're going to find when you're practicing with her that she holds the down better than the sit, because dogs like to lay down. And once they get the idea of the command, they will hold it longer. When Brandy returns back to her, she walks all the way around her, again ending up back where they started at heel position. You can talk to her during the course of her healing, so she's staying focused on you. Nice sit. Always have her seated before you put her into a down. Now, she was a little hesitant with that down, and Brandy just gave, yeah, there was somebody in the back starting a lawnmower or something, and she got distracted. And this time, again, instead of returning to her, Brandy will call her out of that. Good girl. She wants to sit on your feet, but she's coming and sitting. Of course, we timed our video at exactly the same time that somebody decided to cut their grass, but that's normal around here. Now this time we're going to demonstrate her down from a distance. So you're going to leave her in a sit stay and turn to face her. Don't go too far away because she's distracted. Use your right palm, this time straight down toward the ground and the down command. Now you saw the little correction. It's a very gentle tug on the collar as a reminder that this is what we expect you to do. And Brandy calls her out of that. Now, we've demonstrated for you all of Molly's formal on-leash obedience commands. She has done a great job learning all of these. Rich will be available tomorrow to answer any questions that you have and teach you how to put all of these commands into practical application. She is a Spitfire, and we've enjoyed every minute of having her. And we want to thank you for choosing Nora's Dog Training Company.